Hi Cancer, and welcome to your timeless relationship profile reading. This is the Dream Medium. Welcome to my channel. So Cancer, I hope you guys have been well. I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle the cards and we will see the past, present, and future of this connection between you and your love interest. So past, present, and future reading for Cancer and their love interest. Past, present, and future reading for Cancer and their love interest. I keep on hearing the word time. Time. I keep on hearing that word. Let's see. Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So this is your past spread. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Three of Cups. And then I'm going to put your future spread over here to the side. So this is your past, bottom is your present. Starting with your past, you have the Page of Swords, clarifying the Page of Swords, Eight of Cups. The Tower. So I'm very excited to do your reading, Cancer, because I mean, right at the beginning, I started hearing messages, especially something about time, but we will find out more. So Page of Swords, let's talk about this, right? Because the Page of Swords, I call this my having a hard time moving on. When this card pops up in my readings, I know that someone here, or at least in the past, either you or your love interest was having a very hard time moving on from this connection. Now, something is telling me, though, that it's you, Cancer, and I'll tell you why. Because in clarity of the Page of Swords, you do have the Eight of Cups. And so I do feel like this is where, remember how I said I kept on hearing the word time? This is where the message really steps in, because Cancer, I feel like you were sort of pushed or forced to leave this connection. As much as it hurt you to do so, you just realized that it was time for a transition. Going back to the Page of Swords, I also want to add, notice this individual's body language, right? I mean, just pay attention to their feet. You know, their right foot is pointed forward, their left foot is at halt. They're standing on a high platform, looking behind them. So this is really a person who is quite defensive. They're very hurt, yet they're very curious about their past. Whatever it is that they're looking at behind them is something or someone who hurt them. And they're quite conflicted because they're still curious about this thing or this person from their past, although they're hurt. So I do feel like that was the situation that you were put into in the past, where you still had feelings and you still had a lot of emotions for this individual, but you were trying your hardest to move forward. So back to this Eight of Cups here, representing a person who has the strength as well as the faith to walk away from something that they invested a lot into. So with the Eight of Cups here, I do feel like this connection is something that you invested not only a lot of your time, but a lot of effort and love was put into this. But unfortunately, because you didn't get the outcome that you wanted, you knew that it was just necessary to stop working on this. In clarity of the Page of Swords, you also have the Tower. So with this Tower card here, something was exposed. So when the Tower moment happens, you know, I actually see the Tower moment as something beneficial. The Tower moment is when something catastrophic happens. So it may not feel beneficial when it happens, but in the end, it's only for your good. Because when the Tower moment occurs in a person's life, it is exposing, revealing things that were hidden from you, secrets. It could even be just making you see the truth in a situation, the truth that you were trying to ignore. Let's see what this Tower was about. Sun card. Six of Swords. Queen of Wands. Cancers, what have you guys been up to? I feel like you were in a really sticky situation here. Let's look more into it. So, let's see. So the Sun card, the Lovers, Queen of Wands, and the Six of Swords all came out to clarify that Tower. So for some of you, the Sun card is saying that this is a person who, your love interest did give you a lot of fulfillment once upon a time, but I do feel like for some of you, remember this is very general, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But for some of you, this person could have been like your first love, or maybe you felt like this person was your true love. The connection between you and them was just very special and rare to you. And perhaps that's why you were so incredibly patient with them. But the Sun card is saying that they really, it's almost like this is like being in love for the first time. This person made you feel like a child again, just always so happy. And this fulfillment, unfortunately, I feel like this fulfillment ended when this Tower moment happened. Next you have the Six of Swords. So I do feel like whatever it was that happened just couldn't be reconciled, because with the Six of Swords, I feel like the damage had already been done, which is why I always say the Six of Swords is a warning message, because it's saying if you were to continue this connection with your person, it would be too hard to fix. The damage has already been done. And even if a reunion were to happen, the two of you would have to make drastic changes in order to remove these swords, in order to remove trauma, heartbreak, or any trust issues. Drastic changes would have to happen, or else another separation would occur. So this was really, really huge, Cancer. Whatever it was that they did that really forced you to move forward and no longer be happy with them, it was major because you felt like it just could not be fixed. And I'm sure you have your reasons. Next, you have the Queen of Wands that also clarify that Tower card. So with the Queen of Wands here, this is just major disappointment that I'm feeling, Cancer. I do feel like whatever this person did to you was a surprise. It completely, yes, it tore you apart, but you were angry, but most of all, you were disappointed in them. Lastly, you have the Lovers. So the thing is, this is a soulmate connection, and that's why it's so hard to forget this person, Cancer. I feel your pain. I really do. The Lovers represents a soulmate connection. Now, just remember that there are many forms of soulmates, okay? There's many kinds of soulmates. Just because someone is your soulmate does not automatically mean that they are the one or that they are your lifetime partner, because you can have karmic soulmates. But really, with the Lovers here, I'm so sorry for the background noise. I'm currently in a full house. You guys know this pandemic, so please excuse that. I'm so sorry. But yeah, with this Lovers here, it's really just saying that there's significance in this connection. There's significance as to why the two of you met. Next, you have the Seven of Pentacles, so Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles. I feel like so much happened in the past, and I feel like so much is still happening even presently. So bear with me. I'm trying to take a handful of cards so that I can really give you as much details as I can. So, Seven of Pentacles, let's see. Oh, wow. So this is the energy of your love interest, Cancer. This is how they felt in the past about all of this. Seven of Pentacles here. Believe it or not, this person was very disappointed in themselves. I do feel like, your person felt like they made a stupid mistake. That's what I heard. Stupid mistake. Because with the Seven of Pentacles, intuitively, I'm seeing them really reflect on this connection and realize that they missed out on a good thing. With the Seven of Pentacles, they were very disappointed in themselves because they realized that this is a connection that has so much potential. You see these Seven Pentacles? This is everything that the two of you really have in this. Pentacles represents potential, represents abundance. They knew that. They knew that this connection was abundant. Yet whatever this stupid mistake was that they made really sabotaged it. I'm also seeing with the Seven of Pentacles is that this person feels like they invested a lot of their time into this connection as well. And so by that one silly mistake that they made, they ended up ruining something that they were investing so much into. In clarity of the Seven of Pentacles, you also have the King of Pentacles. So with the King of Pentacles here, I do feel like whatever it is that this person did, hopefully I'll figure it out as we go more in depth with your reading. But with the King of Pentacles, Cancer, later on after the mistake was made and after they reflected and they realized, man, I had such an amazing thing and I sabotaged it. The King of Pentacles is saying that perhaps it took them losing you to really recognize your value as well as the value of this connection, because the King of Pentacles, Cancer, I'm hearing that they became decisive. That's what I heard. So if their mistake stemmed from an indecision of theirs, it's just saying that after that mistake was made, they realized that it was you that they wanted to be with, and they had this pentacle to offer you. The thing is, I do see transformation, excuse me. I do see transformation between these two cards, because with the Seven of Pentacles, you sort of have an immature energy here. That's what I'm picking up from your person at that time. You have an immature energy who made a mistake and then finally realized that mistake, having a lot of regrets. And then with the King of Pentacles here, this is them later on after the mistake was made. This is them later on trying to do better, trying to make changes, especially to make this situation work. In clarity of the Seven of Pentacles, you also have the Knight of Swords. So the thing is with this Knight energy, your person did not want you to leave. Remember what I said? There we go. Remember what I said with this Eight of Cups? You had, as hard as it was, you had the courage as well as the strength to move forward away from something that you cared so dearly about. They didn't want you to have to do that with this Knight of Swords. I do see them trying to fix their mistakes in the past, but at the last minute. So perhaps a lot of them lost a second chance with you. Next, you do have the Ten of Wands. So this is stress. This is burden. This is how they felt. Most of you guys, Cancer, could have even rejected them. Probably told them that you didn't want to work on this anymore. Some of you I feel like you just really got up and left because you were so fed up with it. But the Knight of Swords is saying they didn't want that. They were fearing that from you. And I do see some of them trying to stop you from doing that. But they couldn't, because when you left, they felt this way. The Ten of Wands felt very, very stressed out, very burdened. I do feel like this is someone who was really beating themselves up about their past mistakes. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles, Three of Swords. So, with the Ten of Pentacles here, Cancer, this is a very positive card. Remember, Pentacles representing abundance. When this Ten of Pentacles comes up, this is a connection that can really be long-term because there's so much potential here. This is, meeting your person, settling down with each other, having a family. Now, I do really sense, though, Cancer, that this Ten of Pentacles is representing a connection between you and someone else. I really feel like, Cancer, remember this is general, so if it's not resonating, that's fine. Just wait until I move on to a different card. But with the Ten of Pentacles here, I do feel like you moved on in the past or moved away from this person and got in a new connection that was very, very abundant with this Ten of Pentacles. And that caused a lot of jealousy from this person. It caused them to really envy your connection with this other individual. I do see some obsessive, well, I don't want to say stalking, but pretty much just them being obsessively concerned with what you're doing with someone else. In clarity of the Ten of Pentacles, you even have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords symbolizing heartbreak that stemmed from a third-party situation. Isn't it interesting that this is how they felt when they saw you with someone else, especially saw that you were with someone who was bringing you a lot of happiness and fulfillment, like how they once did? Interesting, because I feel like for most of you, the reason why you chose to walk away is most likely because of a third-party situation or some kind of indecision about you. They were unwilling to commit, most likely. It's going to vary for others, but it's just interesting that they were feeling this way, feeling heartbroken from a third-party situation, pretty much heartbroken at the fact that you were having such abundance, so much abundance with someone else. Lastly, you have the Hermit. So it really put them in this this mood. The Hermit, think of like a hermit crab. You know, they isolate themselves from the rest of the world. And this is just them being unable to cope with regrets, cope with the fact that they lost you to someone else. Like I said, with the Ten of Wands, they were really, oh my goodness, like beating themselves up about this. So let's just look at your present spread. You do have the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Three of Cups. The Emperor. Chariot. Queen of Swords. Two of Pentacles. So, starting with the Knight of Pentacles, Cancer, they're coming back, okay? I saw it when I looked at the Chariot and the Emperor, and I'm so glad that this was the Knight of Pentacles that I was clarifying, because the Knight of Pentacles, you could see it for yourself. You have this knight here on his horse coming to give you a pentacle. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow energy. It took this person a very long time to come towards you because they were carrying the Hermit and they were too busy lurking on you and what you were doing in your personal life with someone else. But with the Knight of Pentacles here, if this hasn't happened already, don't worry, because you do have 3 cards in your present and they're not all going to happen at the same time, since this is a general reading. So if it hasn't happened, very, very soon it will, because it's still in your present. So in a matter of days or even a few weeks, this person will come back if it hasn't happened already. But really, back to this Knight of Pentacles here, they will come back, or they have come back to you, and they're going to be giving you this pentacle. Now, the thing is here, this is an interesting thing about this Knight of Pentacles, Cancer, because you have a knight who's offering you a pentacle. Now, pentacle is major. I always say pentacles are really the most valuable things in tarot because it represents abundance. When a person is offering you a pentacle, they're offering you a serious commitment. But you have a knight who's offering you this. So it's really up to you as to if you're going to take this this offer seriously, because you know this person better than I do. The only thing is they are carrying this knight energy, and knights are typically known to be players. They can be very charming, but they can also carry this player energy. Or it could be that they're coming towards you with this knight energy because they don't have a lot of confidence. Probably they're very shameful and regretful of how they treated you in the past and the fact that they're having to come back now. But we'll see more. We'll see if this is a player energy. I feel like it is, or it could just be them being afraid and a little bit insecure as to how you're going to react to their offer. In clarity of the Knight of Pentacles, you do have the Chariot. This is my action card. So this knight is very serious about you. I mean, them coming towards you was not a spontaneous thought. They really sat down and planned and prepared themselves to come towards you. So the Chariot is just confirming, I feel like for the majority of you, they have already, came into your life. For some of you, if it hasn't happened already, like I said, it could happen in a couple days or even a couple weeks. But next you have the Emperor. So this person is very, very determined as well, because the Emperor, when the Emperor wants something, let me tell you, when the Emperor wants something, he has to get it. He will sit down, he will plan, he will strategize. He has his eyes on you, okay? And he's not going to lose focus at all. This is someone who's very determined to come back. Next, you have the Queen of Swords. The Magician. Okay, so I'm so sorry. It was the Page of Cups and the Queen of Swords that clarified it. But really what I'm seeing here with the Page of Cups, pages represent a form of communication, right? Like I said, they're going to be coming back, and this Page of Cups just double confirms everything that I said with that Knight of Pentacles. But the Page of Cups here, they're going to be coming back, giving you offers. Okay, first it was a pentacle, now it's a cup. The only thing though, I tend to get really concerned when I see a Page of Cups in my readings, because typically this is someone who may not have good intentions. This is someone who may be distracted by something else. Notice how this individual is looking at this golden cup here, right? And they're holding this valuable cup, but they're not focused on this cup. They're focused on what's inside of the cup. So it's almost like they're coming back to you for something, to get something from you. But let's see. In clarity of the Page of Cups, you do have the Magician. So this is the Magician. When it comes out, this is someone who could be very tricky, like a trickster. This could be someone who is very deceptive, especially something with games. Maybe they like to play a lot of games, but very deceptive. So you have an Emperor and a Magician. These are two very persistent individuals. Like when they want something, they will go above and beyond to have it. So if the Emperor can't have you one way, he will try to find other ways, perhaps through deception, to get you. So be very careful. You also have the Queen of Swords. Interesting that I said be very careful, because it's like you already know, Cancer. You're probably like, Dream Medium, I already know. I know this person's game. I know what they're up to, because this is you carrying the Queen of Swords energy, not willing to tolerate their mess at all. Let me tell you, the Queen of Swords does not tolerate any BS. The Queen of Swords can come off as very cutting, very cold, but she has her reasons. She's hurt. That's why you see her holding the sword up, because she's waiting for that person who hurt her to come towards her so that she can give them a piece of her mind. So you see through this trickery. You see through the deception. You see that they're wanting something from you, not necessarily wanting you. Next, you have the Three of Cups, right? So the Three of Cups could represent two things: a third-party situation or a celebration. Seeing the Clarity card is the Two of Pentacles. This is no celebration. This is a third-party situation. So you are right to have this Queen of Swords. Whatever your intuition is telling you, or whatever you found out about this person, you're right. Because with the Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles, they're still juggling you and someone else. Okay? Two of Pentacles is indecision. Three of Cups, third-party situation. It's so clear. I feel like, Cancer, a lot of you guys have already put two and two together, so you're just watching this for confirmation. Most of you are probably like, yep, that's what they did. So that's what's happening presently, Cancer. I really hope that this helps, especially to give you a better understanding of what's happening in your love life. If this is resonating, if it's not, that's completely fine. I will have many more readings for your sign. So Cancer, we will be revealing the future spread, but we'll reveal that in the extended reading. So you can view the extended reading on my website. It's $4.99. The link to my website is in the description box, or if you're interested in a private reading, because this is a general reading. So if you like a private reading where we're going to go more in depth with your own personal situation and your person, also visit my website for that. You'll see everything on my website, the extended as well as private readings. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. Thank you guys so much, Cancer. Thank you so much for your support. You guys, please stay safe. Have a great day, okay?